on the moon here. There were a lot of games happening on Friday night. Let's get into it. The first game is the Phoenix Suns and the Detroit. They lost 105-110. This game went to overtime. DeAndre Ayton, it seems that he still got a double double, 2 blocks, really good efficiency, but he's not gonna get a 20-10 because too many guys got to eat on this team. He's more like a 15 points, 12 rebound guy. It seems like averaging about 10 shot attempts per game. So it's obviously disappointing if he got this guy in second round. Not giving him the scoring, but everything else is pretty much in line. Devin Booker, 38 minutes, 23 points. It's quite empty. Took 12 three-pointer attempts. His free throw efficiency wasn't that good, and only 3 assists. It's looking like his assist numbers is gonna stay this way this year because of Chris Paul, a huge playmaker. But the defensive stat seems to be up, so that's the trade-off. But he's nowhere near the first round value that people were drafting him. Chris Paul, high minutes, 11 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. His steals numbers this year has been off. Let's see if he can pick it up as the season goes on. Jay Crowder, you only stream this guy for points and threes. Dario Saric got 20 minutes, didn't really do much. Cameron Johnson got 27 minutes. Shot the ball, didn't really shoot the ball well, but he seemed to be he got 3 blocks. And you can't stream this guy if the Phoenix Suns has a back-to-back. Mainly for points and some defensive stats. Sorry, threes and some defensive stats. And let's look at Detroit. Jeremy Grant continued. 31 points and 10 rebounds. I had my doubts when they decided to make this guy their first option. But it's been a couple games now. He's going to average 20 plus points. It looks like nobody else on the team is going to take his usage away from him. Blake Griffin played 40 minutes. His efficiency is just off. Did grab 12 rebounds and 5 assists and a steal. Obviously, if Detroit has, let's say, a 4-game week and they don't have a back-to-back, you can obviously stream this guy. He give you the counting stats. But on most nights, his defensive stats are not there. So is the efficiency. Mason Plumlee had a bounce-back game, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Filled up the stat sheet, 8 for 8 from the free throw line as well, which is real scary. Josh Jackson, no. When everybody comes back, he's just not getting the high minutes. And he's not doing much other than giving you those points. Dylan Wright, 33 minutes. This guy's minutes is inconsistent. So again, only stream this guy. Derrick Rose had a pretty bad game. Only 20 minutes. Give you the 5 assists. He mainly give you points, assists. Obviously, still want to hold on to this guy. While their rookie, what's his name? Hayes is still out. The next team is the Wizards and the Celtics. Wizards lost again. Start getting a little bit worried. Although their schedule has been pretty tough to start off the season, they should be able to beat some bottom tier teams. Westbrook and Bradley Beal. Beal continued. Is he gonna average 30 points this season? We don't know. 41 points, nothing else really. 3 rebounds and 3 assists and a block, but took 29 shots. Monster usage numbers for Bradley Beal. Westbrook, 33 minutes this game. Shot the ball horribly, as he has done all season. Made his free throws, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and his finger is kind of hurt. So I don't know if his bad shooting will continue or get even worse due to his injury. Rui Hachimura, really high minutes. That's good to see. 17 points, and he brought the defensive stats this time, 2 steals. But he's only a streaming option. Thomas Bryant had a kind of struggled. 8 rebounds, 7 points, 2 assists. He'll be better. Davis Bertans did what he does. Shoot threes and took 9 of them, made 4. 13 points, nothing else really. On the Celtics side, Jason Tatum continued to be strong. So is Jaylen Brown. He took 27 shot attempts while Bradley Beal took 29. Jesus Christ. Really good efficiency. Only went to the line once. A steal, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. Currently, his first round value, and this guy doesn't really get hurt. But there's not one category he really, give you a huge boost. He just give you nice stats across the board. Jaylen Brown, 13 rebounds, 27 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Jesus Christ, made all his free throws. This guy has been a monster. There were reports saying that Kemba Walker started practicing, and he should be back. I don't know when, but he should be back this season. When he does come back, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum is gonna lose some shot attempts, but not by that much. So their counting stat is gonna go down a little bit. That's something to keep in mind. Marcus Smart, 36 minutes, went to free throw line 11 times, 13 points, 5 assists, 2 steals. That's literally around his average. Daniel Theis had huge minutes because Williams is out due to COVID. So is what's his name? Tristan Thompson. Tristan didn't get a single minute. Maybe I don't know if he's out due to COVID, and that's why Theis got huge minutes. But this guy usually, most nights, he doesn't give you much, and inconsistent with his minutes. Brad Stevens, Sammy Ojeleye, no. Taco Fall got 20 minutes, got the 3 blocks because he's too tall. Peyton Pritchard, 11 points, 2 steals and 2 assists is strong. He seemed to be getting all the Jeff Teague minutes, not all of them, but beginning of the season, Jeff Teague was getting 20 minutes. Now it's reversed. So keep an eye on this guy. He seems to be his game is suited to fantasy, getting those assists and steals. So Kemba Walker, even if he comes back, he's gonna sit out all those games. So if this guy's minutes can get 25 minutes, you can't grab this guy or stream him. The next game is the OKC versus the Knicks. Finally, Knicks lost. A game, they're 5-4 right now, still in the playoff. If the season ends today, Shea had a pretty big game, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Those defensive stats, those counting stats, gonna be there all season. Made 3 threes, in the block. Al Horford, decent game, 15 points, 8 rebounds. Made his 2 free throws, so that kind of sucks. He'll be better. He's a better free throw shooter than this. Darius Bazley obviously struggled. 2 for 9, only 23 minutes. Don't really know what happened this game. He's just having a really rough game. The bench guys were playing. Diallo was having a huge game. That's why Darius Bazley's minutes were down this game. But you still want to hold on to this guy. Lou Dort, no. This guy, we know, he played 30 minutes, doesn't really give you much. Right? And if his shooting is not hot. George Hill, 20 minutes, not really. Interested, only stream this guy. And Diallo, Hamidou Diallo, this is, don't overreact too much. This is just one of those games he got hot versus our New York Knicks. On the Knicks side, RJ played 44 minutes. His percentage is still very scary. 7 for 21 and 4 for 7 from the free throw line. So if you're punting both free throws, you can roster this guy. Otherwise, only stream him. Mitchell Robinson, only 26 minutes. He had 40 minutes, but it doesn't really matter because he gave you 2 steals and 3 blocks. Only 5 rebounds in 26 minutes. He's still very, very scary. Julius Randle, his minutes finally went down. 30 minutes. That's good. He needs some rest. I'm worried he's gonna run out of gas and get injured. 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and 18 points. Elfrid Payton shot the ball horribly. Over the years, he never attempted this many shots, but this season he is just taking all the shots. 16 shot attempts again this game. Bad efficiency. Hit most of his free throws, which is really surprising. Only 1 assist. It's just a weird night. Austin Rivers been getting huge minutes, but he didn't really give you much. The next game is the Charlotte versus the Pelicans. Pelicans, are they gonna? They just keep losing games to not first tier teams, they just keep losing those games to them. Oh, let me get my camera up real quick. Sorry about that. Let's look at the Charlotte. Let's look at the guards' minutes. LaMelo Ball only 25 minutes. So again, interestingly, Devontae Graham got the most minutes, 36. Put up good stats. So if this guy is out there, you need assists and some threes. Grab this guy. Obviously, he's still getting 30 minutes pretty consistently every night. Terry Rozier 35 points. That's just Terry Rozier numbers. His efficiency is gonna be below average. He's gonna give you some points and threes. 3 steals in the block is nice. LaMelo Ball only 25 minutes, but it doesn't matter. Against his brother, he's 1-0 right now. 12 points, 10 rebounds, almost a triple-double in just 25 minutes. So imagine what he does if he gets consistent 35 minutes, which I think would happen as the season goes on. PJ Washington and Miles Bridges both got huge minutes again. Not again, sorry. Miles Bridges was getting 22 minutes. So this guy is still not... Even this guy has a back-to-back, you got to think twice before you stream this guy. Because his minutes is inconsistent and he doesn't give you consistent stats at all. PJ Washington, again, 2 steals and 2 blocks, which is really strong. He had like 3 steals and 2 blocks. Just being a monster, giving out the defensive stats this week. Gordon Hayward continued 26 points, 3 assists and 2 steals. Really, really strong. If you got this guy around 50th mark, he's beating that so far pretty easily. Bismack Biyombo, stream this guy before Cody Zeller is back. Give you rebound and blocks. On the Pelicans side, Brandon Ingram struggled shooting the ball, still got 17 points because he made 8 free throws, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. Ingram's assist number has been up this year, and the peripheral stats seem to be there, so he's going to be scary. I was completely wrong about him. I thought his usage is going to go down quite a bit with Zion Williamson. Zion, a pretty strong game, no defensive stats, but high scoring, high rebound, and high field goal. That's what Zion does. Steven Adams, almost not a double, 13 points, 7 rebounds, but the steal, 1 steal and 2 blocks. It's very nice. Eric Bledsoe struggles scoring, but 6 assists and 2 steals. Can't really complain much. Lonzo Ball got outplayed by his brother. 2 for 8, 5 points, only 5 points, 3 assists, and steal and block. He will still be strong this year. Just had an off game. Josh Hart had a really good night shooting the ball. Give you those 8 rebounds. If you need those rebounds, definitely get Hart on your team or stream him. The next game is the Orlando Magic versus the Rockets. Orlando, they were without their shining point guard. What's his name? Markelle Fultz. A shame, ACL torn out for season, so Cole Anthony started 28 minutes, played pretty well. He was a minus 27, but 15 points and those two steals is very nice. So obviously hold on to this guy or grab him while you can. Let's see what happens. Nikola Vucevic, 30 points. He's the only guy that played somewhat decent on this team, 22 points and 12 rebounds. Magic was playing pretty well before Markelle Fultz went down. So let's see what happens when they the next few games, if they can pick up some wins with the rookie point guard. Gary Clark somehow got 30 minutes. Don't know why. Dwayne Bacon getting the 27 minutes. Don't know why. Terrence Ross only 18 minutes this game due to a blowout. He give you decent threes and defensive stats and points. This guy Jordan Bone got 27 minutes. Didn't really do much. Let's look at the Rockets. Christian Wood came back from the injury. Just 20-10 every single game. Give you 2 blocks and a steal. Good efficiency. And as a center, he's shooting threes. This guy is going to be a monster. Top 20 player this year. It's looking like. Harden, only 15 points again, but those 13 assists is real nice. Harden this year seemed to be, so far, it seems that he is taking a step back at scoring the basketball. Maybe he'll pick it up. But he seems to be doing a lot of passing the first few games. John Wall 28 minutes, 14 points, 4 assists. It's a blowout, so didn't get huge stats other than Christian Wood on the Rockets side. Eric Gordon only 18 points. DeMarcus Cousins, in very short amount of time, 20 minutes or so, he's giving you this: 6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and he give you a lot of steals and a lot of blocks, even just in 20 minutes. So you still want to roster this guy because he's producing in 20 minutes. Let's look at the next game. The Nets lost to the Grizzlies. Kyrie is just mysteriously out. Still don't know when he's coming back. KD, he's also out due to COVID. So Caris LeVert happened, 43 points. So I really high efficient. They were playing the Grizzlies, and if both guys are out, Caris LeVert is a must roster guy. But they're coming back soon. But it's nice to see Caris LeVert going off like this. Jarrett Allen, 30 minutes, give you 6 assists this game, which is really scary. 6 rebounds, still in the block. A must roster guy, and he's getting his 30 minutes. Steve Nash figured out who to play. You gotta play Jarrett Allen over DeAndre Jordan. Jeff Green, 34 minutes. Now all these guys are getting higher minutes due to KD and Kyrie out. Interestingly, with those two guys out, Joe Harris is coming off the bench. 13 points, meaning get this guy for threes and points. On the Grizzlies side, Kyle Anderson, 25 points. Only took 6 shots this game. He was taking 20 shots last week. Really still nice numbers. 6 assists, 4 rebounds, and still in the block. Roster this guy until all the guys come back and see what happens. Brandon Clark, 32 minutes, 22 shots. Wow. So at this point, gotta pick this guy up and ride him. 21 points, 8 rebounds, fill up the stat sheet. Valanciunas, for some reason, only played 13 minutes. And he was not in foul trouble. Don't know really what happened. Don't know what happened with him. Dylan Brooks, 28 points. 24 points. Took 19 shot attempts. Just empty line across the board. But the usage is there. If you don't care about the field goal, it will fit really nice on your team. Tyus Jones, without John Morant, you want to roster this guy. A double-double, 4 steals is just really scary. Desmond Bane, getting hit 20 minutes, didn't really do much. DeAnthony Melton, 20 minutes, 14 points, 5 rebounds, still on the block. He's producing in 22 minutes. So if you need some of the, he's like mini Kyle Anderson. Give you the nice stats across the board if you need those. Let's look at the next game. Jazz, finally they beat a good team. They beat Milwaukee 131-118. Donovan Mitchell finally had a 50% shooting game. 32 points, 7 assists is real nice. Missed 2 free throws, a block. Hopefully he can continue this. Rudy Gobert, 9 points, 14 rebounds, a steal and 4 blocks. Really strong game from Rudy. Mike Conley, 17 points and 10 assists. Yeah, Mike Conley is back this year, a double-double. No steal this game, but strong game overall. Bogdanovic finally shooting the ball well, 20 points, but he's going to be, I think, very inconsistent this season. Jordan Clarkson also had a huge game. Took 20 shots, 26 points, 2 assists. Only streamed this guy for points. Yeah, look at Milwaukee. They lost to this Jazz team. Giannis, it seems that whenever Giannis has a good game, Bucks lose the game. I don't know. 25 shot attempts, made 14. Really high field goal, 8 rebound, 4 assists, only a block, 35 points strong. Chris Middleton continues shooting like a god. 11 for 19, 3 for 8 from the 3, 31 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Chris Middleton has been a monster this season. Jrue Holiday, 17 points, give you those 5 assists and 2 steals on the block. That's what Jrue Holiday does. Give you those defensive stats and assists. DiVincenzo, 2 steals in the block. He mainly give you steals. Brook Lopez, 32 minutes, a steal, 2 blocks. Can't really complain about his production. And all for his made field goal, 3 shot attempts. Bobby Portis, only 20 points. Only 20 minutes, 2 minutes and 8 rebounds. Only stream this guy for points and rebounds. Let's look at the next team. The Golden State Warriors got their revenge versus the Clippers. Kawhi, it's nice to see him playing back to back, and then a day later play again. 24 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Had a somewhat quiet game by Kawhi Leonard's standard. Still, those 2 steals are nice. Paul George played 39 minutes. Wow. Only took 13 shot attempts. Really high efficiency. PG has been on a tear this season. I was saying he might only score in low 20s. He's averaging 25 points comfortably at the moment. Serge Ibaka 30 minutes while Zubac only got 17. But he's very inconsistent. If you need points and some threes from the big man and some rebounds, some blocks, you can stream this guy. Only stream Nicholas Batum. You can keep this guy if you need those peripheral stats. 30 minutes again here with Marcus Morris coming back. So we know how Ty Lue feels about Nicholas Batum. Patrick Beverley's minutes has been up. He started playing a little bit better. So if you need those peripheral stats, you can grab Patrick Beverley, and you can drop Lou Will if somehow he's still on your roster. 16 minutes here. And look at the Warriors. Curry went off again. 36 minutes, 24 shot attempts, 11 assists, and those 3 steals are looking real scary. Made 9 threes, 38 points. Curry has been a top 3 player pretty comfortably, and he's healthy this season. And the Warriors are trying. So Curry is going to be a monster. Moving forward, Andrew Wiggins, 16 points, a steal and block. It's perfectly fine numbers for Andrew Wiggins. Kelly Oubre is still struggling. I'm beginning to have some doubts about this guy with his outlook on the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins, since Draymond Green came back, Andrew Wiggins has picked it up, but not Kelly Oubre. Obviously, you still want to keep him, seeing what happens. He hasn't had one good game yet. And when he's struggling shooting the ball, this game only gave you a steal, nothing else really. And he was a minus 25. Don't know what's going on with this guy, but still roster him, see what happens. If this continues for the next 5 games or so, you can consider dropping him. But for now, still roster him. James Wiseman, I would drop him. With Draymond coming back, he's not getting the high minutes. He might as the season goes on, but for now, drop it. Drop his ass. Draymond Green, is he gonna average 3 points this season? We don't know. 3 steals, 3 assists and 2 steals are nice. He filled up the stat sheet, but just not points. So if your team needs points, he doesn't really fit your team. Maybe try to trade him. Okay. Let's look at the next game, the Lakers and Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls has been playing quite well. I gotta be honest, without Lauri Markkanen. Their backcourt, Zach LaVine and Kobe White. Zach LaVine has been on the tear this week. 38 points. He's too scary. 6 assists and 2 steals. Strong efficiency. Kobe White had a strong game last game versus the Kings. 36 points. Only 14 points here, which is fine. 5 assists is good. 3 rebounds. But come on, Kobe, get us some steals and blocks. I don't really expect the blocks, but steals. It's been 10 games. You haven't had a steal. You gotta be the lowest guy, per minute steals guy in the NBA, right? 0 steals again, and he was a minus 18, so he did struggle versus this Lakers defense. That's why his minutes weren't so high. Wendell Carter Jr. had a good game, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. I actually dropped this guy, but as soon as I dropped him, he had two good games in a row. So if you wanna pick him up, see what happens, go ahead and do it. But he only did it in 25 minutes. Otto Porter Jr. Only 6 minutes. What is going on? And Lauri Markkanen is coming back. I'm fine with you if you want to drop him. Patrick Williams is getting the high minutes. On most nights, he's not doing much. But versus the Lakers, he got those four steals. But on most nights, he's not really doing anything. On the Lakers side, AD was out. So LeBron still does what he does. 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Great efficiency. With AD out, Marc Gasol's minutes went up. This guy, no, that's Markieff Morris. Sorry. Marcus still only played 18 minutes, but Marquise Morris and Montrezl Harrell's minutes went up. Harrell 30 minutes. It's games like this make you hard to drop this guy, right? 17 points and 14 rebounds. But the next game he's gonna give you a dud. The very next game, 20 minutes, 9 rebounds and 9 points and 6 rebounds. So yeah, it's hard. You don't know what to do with this guy. Marcus no. Dennis Schroeder, high minutes, had a good game. 17 rebounds, 17 points, 6 assists and 2 steals. But if AD is back, he's really up and down. Just fringe guys. The next game, the last game of the night, is the Raptors beating the Kings. Raptors, they rage. They came out and scored 144 points. Maybe it's because they started Alex Len and playing in 4 minutes. That changed everything. OG, 8 points, 2 steals and 2 assists. The 2 steals is nice. That's what he gives you. The defensive numbers with his 8-foot wingspan. Pascal Siakam, strong game. A triple-double, a steal and block. He really struggled to start off the season. He has had 2 good games so far, so hopefully he'll continue. Norman Powell, 26 points, no. And also Kyle Lowry was also out due to personal reasons. So Norman Powell got his minutes. Fred VanVleet, with Lowry out, he picked it up. 34 minutes, 7 assists and a steal. Really strong game from him. Chris Boucher with Kyle Lowry out and Alex Len starting. Where's Aaron Baines? Oh wow. Nick Nurse realized Aaron Baines is no good, so you have to roster Chris Boucher. Aaron Baines just didn't play any minute. Really scary game. 23 points, 10 rebounds, a steal and 3 blocks. Yeah, keep riding this guy. You know, every once in a while he's gonna have like 15 minutes and doesn't do anything, and then he will have nights like this. A steal, 3 blocks, 23 points, and 10 rebounds. Just really scary. And he shoot threes. He hit 2 threes. On the Sacramento Kings side, Harrison Barnes continued to make me wrong. Fill up the stat sheet. Not only 21 points, went to free throw line 10 times. He's pretty good free throw shooter on most nights. 4 rebounds and 8 assists. Yeah, you have to roster this guy at the moment. Marvin Bagley also picked it up. Giving you the points, no rebound this game. But the minutes they're there. So again, if you need points and rebounds, grab this guy. And some blocks, but not much. Richaun Holmes, some reason only got 23 minutes, maybe due to foul trouble. But in those 23 minutes, a steal and 3 blocks. That's good enough. Buddy Hield, 15 points. Yeah, this guy is. He'll give you 3 to 4 threes a game, 15 points. But he's not averaging 20 points. He's not gonna average 20 points this season. And on most nights, he's not giving you the 5 rebounds and 6 assists. He's become a 3-point specialist, a Davis Bertans last season with lower efficiency. It's somewhat concerning. De'Aaron Fox came back only 24 minutes, but got the job done. Well, they lost, but for his fantasy owners, got the job done. Really high field goal percentage, 23 points, 3 steals, 2 steals and a block and 3 assists. And the rookie Tyrese Halliburton. This guy, you must roster this guy. This guy is good. This guy is a good fantasy. This guy is a good basketball player, and he's a good fantasy player as well. Giving you those 8 assists, oh boy, and 2 steals. Juicy numbers across the board, 15 points. And they obviously want to develop this guy. This guy is good. If somehow he's out there, grab him quick. To start off the season, he was getting minutes, but now he's getting the minutes and he's playing really well. You have to roster this guy. And Whiteside, drop him. Yeah, you have to drop him. Drop him. That's it about all the games on Friday. Josh Lord is not working, so hopefully his listeners will come to watch my video. I'll see you guys tomorrow.